Happy guinea pig! Here we go.
Hi, I'm Alyne. Welcome to my kitchen. And today I'm going to introduce you to the very first thing I have ever cooked. And when I say the very first thing I ever cooked, I was 5 years old. I woke up. I was hungry.
Hungry.
My mama was asleep. My granny was asleep. And I didn't wake them up. I went to the kitchen and I pulled out the bologna. And I fried me some bologna.
And my bologna ain't got a first name. Some of y'all get that.
Yeah. But I pulled the chair up to the stove. I cut the stove on. And I fried some bologna. And my aunt...
Fry that bologna. Fry that bologna.
My mama's baby sister, she came in and caught me cooking and went off on my mom and my granny because I could have burnt the house down. I didn't, y'all. My bologna looked good. Now, you'll see I've cut my bologna in half. This is how I cut my bologna now. I cut it in half to cook it.
They can see it. They saw you do it.
Yeah. Now, I just put it in my hot oil.
Had it angled down there where they could see.
Okay. And I put about 4 slices in my skillet. I
remember being able to go to the old country store down the road a ways, old mom and pop thing. It's been tore down since, but get a big old thing, and I'm talking one of them big old huge loaves of bologna. And, you know, they'd sit there, they'd cut it up, or if you wanted it cut up, cut it however thick or thin you wanted it. And, you know, good stuff back then.
Bologna and cooked cheese and crackers. Oh, man. Couldn't ask for no better. And if you wonder what hoop cheese is, y'all, it's big old round of cheese. Comes about like that right there. In a round. You can get a half hoop or a whole hoop. The whole hoop is about like that. Half hoop would have been half of that. And you just have your the person there at the local store.
So you can get a full moon or a half moon.
Right, get a full moon or a half moon, and get a slice or 2 of that with a slice or 2 of bologna and a few little packets of saltine crackers. Just, you know, at one time they used to sell individual packages, and that was stuff we grew up with. And for me, now, like I said, I cut my bologna in half to cook it. Used to, I would take the whole slice and just cut 3 little notches in it.
How many you having? 2?
I'm having 2 sandwiches. And with our bologna sandwich, we're going to have tomato. We like fried bologna and tomato sandwich with mayonnaise.
And for some of y'all out there, that don't mean tomato either. There'll be some of y'all get that too.
Picking up, this is a very simple meal that we have sometimes 2 or 3, 4 times a month. I mean, I like fried bologna sandwiches. I like fried bologna with tomato.
And in the summertime, you know, you can have it fried, or you can just slap the cold bologna on there and have your tomatoes, some mayonnaise or mustard or whatever you want on it.
And it's usually just the regular bologna. We don't normally cook it every time. But today I was in the mood for fried bologna, and I wanted to share the very first meal or the very first food I ever cooked with y'all. Because at 5 years old, cooking a piece of bologna, that's a feat, you know. It was something I was proud of. And it goes to show that even today, sometimes the simple foods are the best foods.
Especially when you're hungry.
When you're not just hungry, but hungry. You got that hangry stuff going on.
Yeah, even better when you're hangry. You're so hungry that you're angry.
Yeah. And you'll see that cooking good. I'm gonna put my tomato over here in this bowl right here. And if y'all wonder why I happen to slice that little end right there off, that's the little blossom end that I slice off. I slice off the stem and the blossom. And I think Piggy's got that focused on the skillet so y'all can see that pretty.
I does.
So y'all can see that pretty
They
bologna.
can see that, and they can see you cutting that mater.
Let me grab me another paper towel real quick. I might put another roll out here soon. And again, there's my pretty Rita knife, y'all, my tomato knife. RitaCutlery.com. And I know they're good knives because I've had my mama's that she's had or had for several years. Like I said, I think my mom's put a little pair of knife like this. We moved to Kentucky in '87. It belonged to a lady that my grandfather knew. And she had it for, I don't know how many years. I think he said that she probably had it a good 10, 15, 20 years then. All I know, she'd had it a long time because he had sharpened it several times throughout the years. And y'all, I cut this up to 5, which would be a little bit higher than medium. I like my bologna to have a little bit of a brown crisp to it. And I don't even care if it gets a little black on it from it. It burns just a touch. Because I like fried bologna. And y'all can see that's what it's doing right there. That's nice fried bologna. Oh, yeah. There's those bologna coming up. And you can see it don't take no time at all, fried bologna. If I can talk Piggy into putting some mayonnaise on that bread.
That's what I was going to do, but I ain't got no plates.
Oh, I'll get you some plates in just a second.
That's why I was getting that out a while ago.
Piggy was asking me how many I wanted. And I realized Piggy don't got no plates. Okay, Piggy said he don't got no plates, but you can put them 2 pieces of bologna up.
Put them up. This little drawer right here.
Yeah, that'll work.
Hey.
There's the plates, Piggy.
Hey, we got plates.
We got plates.
You said you wanted to, right?
Yeah, I'm hungry.
There's 2.
I was going to say, I can
There's
fish right here
2.
too, get out of my way.
I'll take that.
And I'll put this over so you can go ahead and start making sandwiches. Well, y'all, I'll tell you what, we're going to take a quick break while this bologna finishes up. It'll be done in a few minutes. It'll give us time to get this cooktop out of the way once it does get done. And,
I get my part done. We get situated.
And then I can take a bite.
And situated, for those y'all who don't know, might be wondering, what in the world is he talking about? Situated.
Yeah.
See, I do know how to talk right if I want to.
There you go.
I just like being me.
We're going to take a quick break, and then we'll be back with the finished product.
Okie dokie.
All right, y'all. Got my sandwiches fixed. I'll show you what it is. It's fried bologna with mayonnaise and tomato. Now I'm going to take a bite. Mm-hmm.
Yep, old-fashioned and simple. That's all it takes. Piggy gonna have to get his helpers in. That made her give him a little hard time.
I love fried bologna, y'all. That's one of my all-time favorite foods.
It's a comfort food.
It is a comfort food. If you've never had fried bologna, you ought to try it. It's really good. And if you have had fried bologna, you know what I'm talking about. I want to thank you very much for joining me in a walk down memory lane. Like I said, very first thing I ever cooked was fried bologna. And that was at 5 years old. So that means that was 48 years ago. That was the first thing I ever cooked. And I still cook it today. And I still enjoy it just as much, if not more.
5 years old would have been 52 years ago for me.
Well, I thank y'all very much for joining me. Y'all have a great day. Bye, y'all. Bye, y'all.
Where's my phone?